located 45 kilometers southeast of the downtown of Tianshui, Maiji Mountain gets its name from its giant, haystack-like shape. The mountain's fame arises not just from its appearance, but from the many Buddhists. The Maiji Mountain Grottoes is the fourth largest area of concentrated Buddhist grottos in China, after Dunhuang, Datong and Luoyang. The mountain, studded with caves and strapped by many winding walkways and spiral stairs, for people to closely see clay sculptures in these caves. On arrival at the site, the most prominent sculpture is the 16M Buddha, that is carved high up on the mountain. The grottos, all packed together on the sheer, rocky cliff faces below and above this. On ascending the mountain, the grottos are divided into two sections, the western and eastern, since the central section was almost completely destroyed by an 8th century earthquake. The western section is probably the better. Just ascending the mountain, unwinding, rickety walkways and spiral stairs, with the wooded mountain panorama below, is a breath of fresh air for even the most unconvinced China traveler. Inside the caves are clay statues, whose heights vary from 20 centimeters to 15 meters. These statues are works of art that reflect ancient craftsmanship and dedication to the Buddhist ideal. Rarely can one find caves and statues carved over sheer cliffs in China, and this is one of the most distinguishing features of Maiji caves. Work on the Maiji Mountain Grottoes began in the late Qin dynasty, from 221 BC to 206 BC, progressing through to the Qing dynasty, from 1644 to 1911. The Northern Wei period, from 386 to 534, was a time of its great prosperity, and Buddhism began to prevail as a cultural force. Subsequent dynasties added to, and sometimes rebuilt the caves, according to the styles of the era. Interestingly, although the statues were built at the same location, none of them maintained a similar style, with those preceding it. Statues from each dynasty clearly developed distinct elements. Another curious feature of the statues is their trend toward secularization, that is, a move toward depicting the icons as man rather than God. Except for statues built in the early period, almost all Buddhist statues look affable and accessible. They were no longer gods standing high in the heaven, but rather became more like common people. Because of its exquisite clay statues and superb sculptural skills, the Maiji Mountain Grottoes acquired special recognition. They have been classified as an Oriental Statues exhibition hall. Their emphasis is on exquisite statues and beautiful natural scenes, while the others are on floored murals, or magnificent stone cutting.